like how chill this music is too. Hopefully I've got all the settings right. Send out notifications and things. I guess all things considered, although I've wanted to start a thing at a regular time. Hi. Oh my gosh, are you having stuff redacted? Whoa, hello again, Zuri. You're catching us at the last stream of 2025. Hello. And there's MacDell saying, well, secret and meeting my lawyer. You know, there have been secret streams indeed. That's still so weird for me to think about. I don't know what else to do with it. And also the spaghetti from last time looks like slightly better than I remember. I could get a little hungry on it. You're saying not secret very much in this Discord? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I just keep starting these at times that suggest that I'm trying to dodge viewers as if I'm Neo in the Matrix and you're all bullish, but you know, that's what's up. You're saying, why am I so hairy today? That's one way to say that. You know, the title for this stream was going to be Transition to Macklemore. The way I'm gonna pop some tags, but I mean, okay, I just watched this thing. I have one other like this that I wear outside, but my grandmother gave this to me, and I keep getting cold inside the house. So this is a great decision, I think. Let's bring over a light. You're saying, how's my day and the weekend been? The streamer I have nothing of. Oh, a streamer you have nothing of. I mean, I think I'm just sort of troubleshooting the socialization issues that make me cry, that make me sad and stuff. I'm sort of figuring out what to do with those. I mean, so there's this one person that I've been socializing with, and I didn't tell him, but it made me like cry or like despondent for a total of, I think, 33 hours. It could be more or less, I don't know. It's over the course of like 4 months, and I didn't like bring this up whatsoever, but I finally brought it up today, and now I feel better about it. And I don't know, it doesn't really solve anything, but the fact that it can be talked about makes me feel better about it, you know? You're saying, did you know a group of ferrets is called a boogle? Oh, a boogle! Because I was reading that and I was like, that's not a word I've ever heard of. So, yeah, Zodi Williams saying, did you know 1,000 ferrets had to die in order to make a sleeve of that thing? Excuse me! This kind of reminds me of the YouTube short that I saw recently that was like, check out this pink fur coat from film history. Check it out. And I guess the deal with that was, I don't know, it was made of like 1,000 chinchillas and dyed pink or something, but it was a very large coat. No doubt it was high quality, but I mean, you can't even wash that. Hello, Aisha Love. Are you doing okay? Time is a terrible concept. What's any of this? Hello. You're saying, why did I remind you of time? Oh, because it's the last stream of the year. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah. My girlfriend's like looking at New Year's resolutions, and I've seen the post once again that sort of reminds people that a New Year's resolution can be something fun. For some reason, the next thing out of my mouth was gonna be like, you could make a resolution to snort 57 cocaine is, but at some point of that's pretty much guaranteed to like disrupt a cycle of fun. So like, okay, like a different fun one. You could like watch more movies. That could be a fun resolution. Eat more cookie. A fun resolution. So hello though. Hi Crystal Palm. Hi Aisha Love. How are you doing? There's Magdala saying, I bet Zuri is traumatized. Oh my goodness, I know Zuri said that the stream was like a fun vibe or something, but I didn't expect the hanging out for the entire, I don't know, disaster that was the last one. That was really something. Ah, okay. There's, oh. Ah. And in the middle of a stream starting, my dear bestie with the doctor is texting me about interesting crushes to have in town. All right, you're saying it's all because of the incident. we we get together and we make some lore. We make some lore. If you weren't here for all of the lore, we'll make more lore together. There's actually love saying, you really did not say it until you said this was the last stream of the year. I was joking earlier, but that truly made it sink in out of everything. And you were talking about a New Year's resolution is getting rid of my health problems. Ooh, okay. Does that mean... Oh, well, I mean, I don't want to... This would be a weird time for me, of all people, to make, like, wild assumptions. The first thing that comes into my mind is that maybe you're trying to, like, eat the more foods. What health problems were you thinking of? I don't know. That might be too personal to share. Okay, you're saying there was a previous stream that didn't happen. The thing about that is, though, I also did the vertical stream last Friday, so kind of a twofer, so it's kind of hidden. There's actually love saying, didn't really participate in Christmas this year, so I guess your stream is now a marker of time for me. Woo! New Year's coming around, and Crystal Palm saying, I'm good. My grandma present was a computer. Ooh, okay, not Black Friday, but the electronics show up. Hello. You're saying a computer that won't let me attach my drawing pad to it. Well, that's probably still useful for something. No, okay, that's this. Hey, congratulations, honestly, 100%. I hope it's fast. I hope it's not furious. Hello, Nico Juju. There's Magdalena saying your boy is deficient in every vitamin except vitamin A. Highly fond of carrots. A carrot seems like a fun accessory to also seems like, because I've heard that story of somebody. There was a story of somebody who like always carried around a carrot like in a pocket. And so just, like, if the police stopped him, then they could be like, hey, what's up, doc? Like a Bugs Bunny. But the police never stopped him when he had a carrot. So he just ended up, like, eating a ton of them. And you're talking about, that's a very good gift, Crystal. Congrats. Yeah, congratulations. Okay, and, oh, you're sending out the rings. There's Aisha Love saying, my New Year's resolution, that will surprise nobody who spent the last year listening to my moaning on the stream is to make a trustworthy IRL friend. And there's Nico Shushu disappearing immediately. Good to see you on the last stream of the year. Thanks for stopping by. And there's just one will in fact do. Oh my goodness. Okay. Trustworthy. Okay, it's messed up. It's messed up that the next thing that popped into my mind was the story or just people like talking about how easy it was for them to make friends in the military. This one strikes me as unlikely because you come in here and you be ethically and morally upstanding, but maybe there's things that are sort of like a military, but not it. Some things that make you camp. Is camping the part? No, I don't know. There's you're saying IRL friends are hard. More bannable stories for Jaro. Hey, wait, which ones? Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to draw, and we'll. I do wonder what a last thing of a year ought to be, and let's give a notification to Widow Rars streaming now because there's somebody who missed the last one, and you're saying highly demonetized stories session. Oh my god, I'm tripping. What can I say? I mean, I think that was, yeah, okay. This isn't 100% the same topic, but I looked up why heartbreak like makes your stomach hurt and stuff, and it's because of stress. It's because of stress and cortisol, and I'm finding that to be dietarily interesting. Alright, so we're gonna look at some faces. Ooh, I think, wait, did we like discuss in the Discord the idea of trying to make a custom Wojak or something? Ooh, Greg asking for some predictions for 2026. Oh, okay, predictions? Is it okay to start a prediction with I hope? I hope like a really old politician dies and a new younger one comes in and we like it. Yes. That's the second part of that sentence is very important. Um Magdala telling us about the dentist. Can't believe I'm going to the dentist on the last day of the dang year. That's some funny timing. And City Williams saying years are human creation, arbitrary numbers. Dates don't define my life. The start of a new year means nothing to a timeless entity like me. I don't have a New Year's resolution. I'm always evolving. What about a fun one though? What if you tried 30 cheeses in a year? Would you consider trying 30 cheeses in a year? This seems like something that maybe I would do anyway. I can't believe people go to the dentist regularly. I had a dentist, but then she like failed to, I don't know, figure out some things that were wrong in my dad's mouth, and he was like, let's not go to this dentist anymore. And so I haven't been to the dentist in over a year when I used to go every 6 months. There's Aisha saying, to be brutally honest, my current problem is being in a small town makes it very hard to make a friend that does not know someone I low-key hate and might do not confront walls, learn from years of bullying, go right up. Oof. Yeesh. That's a really rough one. The small town, I feel like I think I was thinking about this separately from you bringing it up, but I think that being in a small town socially, it goes directly against the newer socialization that humans are learning to do via social media, where you just cut someone off who is harmful. In the small town, you are stuck with so many people, you know? There's like people saying, well, my New Year's resolution is to eat cheese at least once. Look what you've done to me. 30 cheeses. Hello, Lodes. So what's happening with you? There's Magdala saying having small road trips may help. I'm not very knowledgeable but in exactly what you see, but I've seen some people make nice friends from road trips. Ooh, okay. It could be a mission. It could be a mission. Road trips, huh? You know what I'm talking about. It's the final stream. I'll never stream again. Isn't it so sad? Hey. I mean, you know, I will try to come back, but I never know what day will be my last. Excuse me, you're saying, well, that's the, excuse me, I'm going to try to come back. Hey, wait! You're just coming in here to gaslight people, please, wait. Oh my god. I say gaslighting, but that one's just a falsehood. Okay, what am I? Might post the IP address. Huh? Oh my goodness. Okay, what am I looking at next? The spaghetti is weirdly soothing. It is. I wanna get in here. You're saying I wanna try and find a cheese? Like locate one in a place where it shouldn't be? There's I should love saying, well, I can't remember what I revealed about my location. I'm inconsistent about privacy sometimes. But small town is more like a small country. And everyone still knows each other? Or are you talking about countryside? And I don't know. I'm expecting. Okay, small town, small country. I'm parsing the information. You're saying we gotta delete this one too. Hey, you know, okay, that would make the stream one to remember because there would not be a record of it, so that would be technically correct. So you're saying road trip options are somewhat limited, like it's physically hard to travel? There's Loda saying, I said this will be a stream to remember. I never said whether that's in a good way or a bad way. Oh, please. Oh my gosh. The last one was cursed, honestly. It was kind of cursed, so Can we go for good ways? Maybe, possibly. Okay, what am I looking for? Options of things to draw. Picture of Macklemore? It's really tough to determine what I want out of the new year and what I want out of this present moment. I don't know. I keep feeling like I'm pulled in a million different directions. Okay, you're talking about making a stream good. There's Magdala saying, I'm not really sure what to do. The places I live are usually small. Sorry for not being able to give any advice since you went IRL, friends. The new solution. You gotta move to where Magdala is. Woo, how about it? I'm brainstorming. All of my ideas involve getting on a plane, apparently, or having a very long walk. Oh no, so do what I'm saying. Let me make a detailed summary of the last stream for the ones that were not here. Okay, so talking about redacted is one way to put that. Okay, but what am I looking at in all of this? Will Macklemore help me? White rapper Macklemore? I like that guy. I like that guy. He was gonna pop some tags. Okay, you're saying I drew pasta, that's pretty much it. Zuri with the oh no. Oh dear. Oh, no, we don't mean to be. We don't mean to be frightening, I guess. Okay, so there's Loda saying, Mike, delete the IP address and the social security number and the credit card and the phone password and the Google password and the password container password. Ooh, that's how you know it is serious. I do use a password manager. There's actually saying, well, the options of places to go to would require some street smarts for solo traveling, since my small town is also the biggest city in the country, which are skills that I don't have. Small town, biggest city in the country. Wow. That's that's certainly a set of descriptors. There's Magdala saying, see, I knew Zuri was trauma. Oh dear. Oh, like a personification of something from Date Everything, huh? Almost how you said that. You're saying we don't need to have those up anymore. And there's I Love saying, especially since I don't know my own mother tongue. Thank you, whitewash parents, for that one. Oh, the complications keep complicating. Okay, I'm looking for a picture of Macklemore. The street smarts. It seems very whimsical to imagine following or floating up in a hot air balloon so that you don't have to learn the streets because your head gonna be in the clouds. I like to think about that, but I realize that's at the very limits of implausible things to suggest. Alright, you're asking if you live in the Vatican. Y'all know I love clubbing, and literally every nightclub I've gone to, I've met someone who knows my parents. This is... okay, well that's getting ridiculous. Maybe you gotta put some signs up on street corners to be like, I don't know, how would I want to find somebody who has things in common with me? Signs up on street corners, and then you don't know them at the club. People who use Tumblr. I put a sign on the street corner. People who use Tumblr, you may not have left the house in a while, but here's this paper sign on a in a grocery store, on a grocery store maybe, and since you have to go to the grocery store to live, and that's your only time getting out of the house, Tumblr user, I've found you, and now we have something in common. Maybe that's how I would find someone in this situation. Oh, gross. Oh. I knew that I felt something was going wrong underneath the table, but, my foot has touched the gross wheels of my luggage for traveling. Because you have to keep that somewhere, and I've kept it apparently right next to my toes. Alright, that's not ideal. I don't like that. There's Magdala saying, I imagine it's very rural then, sorry for not being able to help, Aisha. There's Laura saying, not that I leaked your social security number or credit card ID, password container, or password or anything like that. Oh, and you are saying you wish you were the old guy from Up. Limited socialization. Oh, and you know, being the old guy from Up has some benefits, such as you're going to have adopted family, I think. Adopted family. Specifically by and this sounds bad, kidnapping a Boy Scout, but I mean, that's how adoption works in so many wonderful stories. Hello, Nico Shushu. There's Magdala saying, the only thing school is excellent at was helping you get a lot of friends fast. I think Maybe, like, well, I think proximity really helps. So, volunteering somewhere? You're saying every other place is rural. I live in the most commercial city tourist spot, the commercial capital, and at night with no traffic, you could go anywhere in 15 minutes. Huh. That sounds like as dense as suburbia in my United State, but maybe not, I don't know, to give you a sense of scale. Anywhere in 15 minutes. Dense population? There's, you're saying, sorry for the long leave, had to go get food plus some late Christmas gift. Ooh, now that's very exciting. Yes, did you get nice stuff? It's fun for me to hear that other people also have a late time, because I don't know, my mama felt, I don't know, strange about having a late time with all of these gifts and things, and so she was like, you guys just pick out anything you want after the Christmas, because it's still going on in like a wish list. But I don't know, I like the idea of surprising each other in a fun and meaningful way. Okay, like this. Okay, so you thanked me for the legal advice on adopting people. This is a realization that rattled me, so now I get to at least rattle you with all this info. Oh, that you live in a very dense place that you can travel anywhere in 15 minutes if it is if the roads are clear. That's the rattling thing, or everyone knows your parents. Even that would rattle me also. That would very much rattle me also. But you're saying this is a correct place of rattling. I wish this is saying rattle. Just because I consumed a rattlesnake once. Alright, the human costume is easy to be fooled by. I was tricked by it. A leopard also had to die to make that thing. Oh, you are seeing the inside of the coat. Well, it was like a very nylon sort of a leopard. What can I say? I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. Alright. There's Nico should say, I got a nice mini Lego set of a mimic chest and a glass pyramid with my astrological sign in it. Oh, okay. I didn't know you had fun with the astrological sign sort of stuff. You're saying how many animal skins are on this? It's all 100% fake. It's 100% soft and fluffy too, but it's very fake. It's fake, okay? It's 100% plastic or something, I think. I don't know, I could probably look at the tag. There might be a little bit of plant in this. You thought Edwin made that, not you? Oh my gosh. Okay, what am I looking at? Ooh, the night sky appears. Yay. Ooh. It's so lovely. A little hearts on the arts. I put on my Macklemore outfit, but I don't think I've properly been thrifting before. I mean, I've been to an antique store, and that was very exciting. But it was also, it all looked exactly like stuff that my hoarder grandparents had when I got to go to an antique store. But I haven't been thrifting, and someone's inviting me out to go thrifting. Okay, I shall have a saying, I wonder if it would be worth it to trauma dump to the next random person who asked me about my parents just for the entertainment. Maybe might as well. Like how random? How many degrees of separation from your parents would you want them to be? And there's Lotus rebuilding the kid. It's some good stuff. Okay. Now I will find an image of Macklemore, but like from thrift shop. Thrift shop. Accidentally spelled thrust. Shop. Whoa! Rare Sylvie encounter indeed. Hello. How has your year been, I guess? How's your entire 2025 been? Now there's a broad question, but how are you in general? Okay, so. Ooh, you're not on the side of trauma dumping usually. Ooh, just this morning I told someone specifically that they had made me cry for 33 hours over the course of 6 months. Wait, 4 months? Yeah, 4 months. I was only just telling them right then. And so I don't know if that is considered trauma dumping or just like open communication. But I does that mean that I'm pro trauma dumping, professional trauma dumper? I don't know. So you're saying this is a moment in history. Somebody take a picture. I could take a picture. I've never seen you, Sylvie. This really is rare. Huh? I could have sworn it was like at least once that you've been in the same stream together. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to find it. You're saying, why so many OGs here? Who's next? Egg? Oh, just a silly little guy. I don't know. It might be a winter break, but it's Monday also, so I don't know. I don't know. You're saying, wait, aren't I usually excited? And there's a just ignore this one say I'm an OG. Wait a second. You're also in the magma, aren't you? I think they're showing me your username differently. That seems likely to me. That's okay. I'm finding image of Macklemore. Okay, you're saying it's nerd burp. Yeah. Okay, nice. Nice. Well, hello, the most nerd of burp, saying hi in the chat. You know, you've said hi in the magma, but we gave you a double hello. Why not? Double hello. Oh, and over in the Discord, there's a Nico Juju sending a picture of a cat trying to explode you with its mind. Okay. It's nice to go in here. I don't know, I've seen some artistic encouragement just today that said all that stuff along the lines of keep creating, it doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, Nerd Burp also saying hello on the Discord. That's pretty excellent. Okay. Wow, has this picture of Macklemore that I have found, is that almost at the Freeran angle? I don't know. I do not know. I saw all of this encouragement to keep creating, and I think every year I have wanted to create something a little bit more concrete. Ooh, I totally thought that I was gonna do 100 self-portraits by the end of the year. I don't know. That's like interesting, but it's not that valuable to me. I mean, I guess I could just do the portraits themselves. What number was I on? Damn. There's Sylvie saying, hold on, I'm gonna drop a new hyperfixation in the magma real quick. Okay, I want to see it. I wish to see it. Oh dear. I'm more sleepy than I thought. I really do wonder when I'm gonna be sleeping and stuff. I'm going back to the same bar that I went to with my doctor friend for the first time, going to a bar. I'm going back to that one tomorrow night. Because she has work, but we still want to meet up tomorrow night. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have an awesome burlesque show this time, because I mean, there's been no mention of that, but I'm very excited because they have good pizza. There's I should have saying, I'm kind of pro trauma dumping. I feel like people have just made the fact that other people go through horrible things about them. Like, if somebody's actual life makes you uncomfortable, it's on you to say that you can't handle it right now. This is not applied to, like, store employees who can't set boundaries without endangering their job. Ooh, specific. Oh, okay. There's Nerd Burp saying, I heart myself. That's some good, interesting, excellent things. And I'm like parsing the I shall love messages. And there's Lotus saying, you gotta be really OG to remember Child Consumer. They were here months before this area. Oh yeah. Somebody just waltzed in here one day with the username Child Consumer. Yeah, did anyone else feel vaguely horrified? Vaguely, I don't know, terrified, terrorized by that? I don't know, something. There's City Williams saying, I am an arrow. Yeah, why not? It's funny to me to delineate it like that, because you honestly came in pretty early, all things considered, but yeah, let's see. And there's Magdala saying, where is Nerdbert messaging from? Well, over here and on the Discord, I think, right? Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Okay. You're asking if I am a consumer of alcohol. See, here is a funny thing to me. I do not drink alcohol, but I am trying to be social. So now on my social outings, I have been into a bar like 2 times to hang out with friends. The second time I discovered that some bars don't serve food. Dude, Dude, I was really counting on that as someone who doesn't drink and was hungry at the time. They don't serve food? That's very distressing. I know you're there to get, I don't know, crunk or to sip liquor or to feel tipsy or whatever, but it is a mistake of mine to go into one of those where they don't serve food because I thought I was gonna have a snack. I sat down and my two people that I know from game night that I have explored the city a little bit with, they they both order like some kind of whiskey or something that's like, I don't know, 15 US American dollars per shot, so like crazy expensive. And and then I'm sitting there ordering nothing, being hungry, being like, don't know what I'm gonna do here because they don't have snacks, but I gotta go. And so I just told them, yeah, I think I'm gonna go across the street because we were exploring. I'm gonna go across the street and get a milkshake. And and then I didn't expect them to come with me to get a milkshake. They just kept their tab open at that place and then got a milkshake with me, and I felt accommodated. So that was nice. Um, I don't know if how coherent that came out, but I was very excited. You're saying sounds sane, child consumer, sounds like a chill guy. Oh, they were actually. Oh my gosh. Are the consumer who buys goods and is also a minor, a person who thinks children should be eaten. It came across like they're gonna eat that child, like one of them witch living in a gingerbread house, Hansel and Gretel style. Came across like that. All right. Oh, Day Shift is Freddy's versus Does Evil Stuff, man. Okay. We're taking some Waluigi stories. Okay. And the city saying, 3 bottles of whiskey and you won't be hungry no more. Follow me for more bar tips. But the shots cost more than minimum wage for a single ounce, dude. Um, this is... I do not even... Why would I do this? I do not even like it. Oh my gosh. Wait, is this thing from, Damn it, I am forgetting the name. It is not Smiling Friends, but I like the teeth on this guy. Lotus is saying the first game was basically a She Goes Thousand Tears, but the third game's ending, provided you do true ending. Ooh. Would that help in the new year? Finding a good and fun way to shitpost? Maybe. There's Magdala saying, I'm way too much of a scaredy cat, so I never got into Five Nights at Freddy's as a whole, but my friends were very into it. If I ever meet you, I will make a perfectly safe to drink cocktail, trust me. I mean, I've heard about the non-alcoholic sort of the cocktails and everything, where you just drink some sweet fruit juice or something like that. Normally I'm not very into juice either. My main liquids that I drank, I'm a big fan of water, and then chocolate milk, and then mango juice. Yeah, those are my favorites, I think. But I'm not like totally against drinking alcohol, but I think I just like had a little bit one time, and I thought it was gross. I thought it was. I thought it tasted bad, and I was like, well, I, I consume things that taste good, so this is kind of against my principles in that way, because I like having things that taste good. So if it doesn't taste good, it's against my principles. Alright. You're saying it only costs 1 minute of songs. Songs! Like I'm singing for you. You're saying that's a nice drawing of Jax. Just kidding. No, we have to recognize. Is this fellow named Max? And then there's like a dog detective? Okay, so you're saying things so peak and you got into Day Shift at Freddy's through unique geese playthroughs. The gameplay itself can be a bit bland despite the awesome story. Do I know if a bunny rabbit is like named Max? Right, I'm not trying to do the Frieren angle, but that's the first angle or the preferred angle where I found Macklemore, who is gonna pop some tags. Alright, what am I? Okay, you're saying this is a Sam. Ooh, I'm I'm thinking like three-letter names, and then we're like, there's a Sam Rabbit? Nope. I don't know. Okay, yeah, Sam and Max. Okay. Oh, that's great. Oh, I misremembered whether they were gay for each other. I didn't know whether they were gay for each other, but there we go. There's my girl saying, "I'm a professional bartender, girl. You can absolutely trust me on this. Fucking don't." It's not that I don't want to trust you, but for how long were you are you a bartender? It seemed a little bit recent when you spoke of it, but I have no doubt that you went in there day after day. You got more experience than I do. Nonetheless, okay, so Bear on Fire talking about all of this. There's he's saying I've never been to a bar. I've been into alcohol though, my own personal bar. Ah, you're sipping the hand sanitizer, are you? I'm into that also. No? What? Huh? Why would I say that? I thought that maybe if I had enough of a pause in between those, that I could clarify that I'm into having hand sanitizer on my person in general. But what I actually said there was that I'm into sipping hand sanitizer. That's horrible. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. There's... Okay, nerd conversation over. Normal conversation cannot be resumed if we ever meet. I'll make your whiskey. You have to wait a few years though. Oh, very interesting. Ba-da-ba-ba. You're saying this is Max. I'm... Oh, wait. Oh. Oh. That's what happened with the names just now? Oh dear. Why would I remember the name? I haven't seen an episode of the show. I guess this little fella just has I don't know, the aura of a Max? I wouldn't have thought. I would not have thought. Alright, we're gonna scooch that fellow. Why does the cat need a food? Okay. That's the guy that plays poker with TF2 Heavy. We're always nerds here. It was genuinely barely 2 months. Don't trust me to make a drink, guys. I can barely shake the mixer. This kind of makes me also want to become a bartender. I probably could not handle customer service and drunk people. But it sounds really interesting, and also the person that I look up to, Brendan Lee Mulligan, was a bartender for a while, and if that guy has done something, I also want to do it. So, you drink every single day. Water, my favorite. There's such a saying, everyone remember? Charles into drinking hand sanitizer. We shall all remember this for the rest of time. But wait. I don't have enough Control Z in the world for the things that come out of my mouth. Oh my god. Alright. Gonna learn more about emotional regulation in the new year. Because if somebody has made me cry for 33 hours of crying and despondency. Yeah, I think it might be actually that much. Ba-dum-ba-ba. That is too much. And we have to figure out what to do about it. You're saying, don't drink hand sanitizer, people. Truly, completely. In fact, it even stings to smelling it. Okay, so a chin can go like this, kind of like this. Yeah, sort of. I think I've drawn something that was supposed to be like this before it was called the Frieren angle. Am I even pronouncing that right? It's like German inspired, is it not? Oh my gosh. The Sam and the Max are coming to town. Sam and Max. Alright. You said everything's edible at least once. Okay. What are you saying is demonic? Oh, Satanizer. Alright, you're saying 2 years ago, 2 of my cousin's classmates downed a bottle of hand sanitizer each 2 weeks of intensive care. Oh no. Ah, sickening actually, sickening actually. You're saying that you didn't stand. Oh dear. Oh, hand sanitizer people, cause you forgot the punctuation. Dude, lately I'm subscribed to subreddits that tell you what dreams people had. Um, and, and, um, and this one dude came up with a dream where he was like eating cereal, but then accidentally ate the landmen eggs that were mixed in with it, and this was because the landmen, which came from the sea but looked just like human people, were hiding their eggs inside of cereal to I don't know, make you produce landmen yourself because you've eaten the eggs. And apparently that was just off the top of somebody's dome, off the top of somebody's dream, so that was somebody's head, landmen. And that's, I guess the term landmen sort of reminded me of hand sanitizer people. That felt like word association to me. So I'm not into exotic fur coats that come from real live animals that are not alive anymore. Oh, I mean, okay, another thing is though, because actual fur would not have plastic and things that are harmful to the environment, should people like wait for an animal to die of the old age and then have the fur that way? I mean, when I look up this kind of thing, it says that it makes the fur a bit less high quality, but I don't know. Why not let the creature perish from old age or something? Because that will be like less plastic, and then it does what it was doing anyway. Let's put some hands out here. How much artisanal skill do I have? And why is his little pinky out? I'm missing things such as the hand sanitizer people could be hiding among us. Ooh! A black hole! A black hole has materialized with us. I think that's very wonderful. Oh my goodness, how shining. Oh my goodness, how magnificent. There's Greg saying, I think about that a lot, but with factory meat, right? What if... Okay, here's a... Okay. Okay, this one's messed up. My next following thought. Okay, what if you... This doesn't necessarily make any sense. What if some animals were kind of being raised for the meats or whatever, but then we just sort of gave them a lot of really dangerous hobbies, like just sort of introduced all of the animals to like a lot of really dangerous hobbies, so that they would like perish while having fun, like parkour or something. Like, it's like if you wanted to farm humans and then you made their society dependent around caving and cave exploration and skydiving. Yeah, like this would affect the quality of the product, but maybe it would work. Maybe it will work. So, there's Magdala telling us, we're an example of kids being dumb. Me and a friend of mine have literally threw up because we laughed at a joke too much. The joke was saying "pinar" to each other. I can see that one. I can see it. There, it's like Dude Williams saying, where would you get 1,000 ferrets that died of old age in order to make one goat? You would just have to raise them. None of this is good. This is all bad. Does it have to be ferrets? Should we start a sustainable fur trend of people keeping like the fur of their dog or something? Oh, this seems messed up, but maybe it's also messed up to put it in the ground. None of this seems good. I don't know. It's all very uncomfortable. You say not the cave diver, damn it. I'm having ideas. What can I say? Oh my gosh. So, low quality Bill Cipher versus low quality Grunkle Stan. Nice. Oh my gosh. Saying pause and mouse don't rhyme, despite ending on the same three letters. I thank, uh, I thank the heavens every single day that I didn't have to learn English as an adult. Oh my God, that's a rough go of things. That's really tough. Maybe I want to draw some favorite foods. Also, looking at art and going to museums and stuff is very good for. It's very good for artistic inspiration. I went to a restaurant with my mom and dad lately that had art all over the place. It was very good. But then the art necessarily has to be on a backdrop of a normal restaurant and all of the things that go along with a normal restaurant. So so I thought that created a fun sort of a contrast. Na 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 na. Okay. You're saying while raising parents just to make them die of old age seems very unethical and unemotional. I didn't say that was their only purpose. Fine, I'm gonna keep escalating. You should also keep all of the hair of like your grandma or whatever when your grandma passes on also. We're escalating now. We're escalating. The human hairs can be used to clean up oil spills or something. I don't know. So we're just gonna get the most utility out of all of these organic beings so we can all live next to each other and not have our lungs full of microplastics. Okay, but you're saying you expect me to wear my chihuahua? I expect you to have a lot more dogs. Oh my god. Yeah, so maybe it's gonna be I know we can't use wool for everything. We cannot use wool for everything. But it's great how that one just sort of it comes off on purpose. Well, thank goodness for wool, I suppose. Nails, brain activities. You say pause in British sounds, how you would expect mouse to sound like. Ooh. I tried to squeeze a British accent through my brain matter just now. I have no idea. You're saying make a grandma a diamond instead. I do like that idea also. But it only needs the bones. It actually only needs the bones. Don't bury guys. Make gems. Don't make grandma a diamond. No person deserves that fate. Wait, like not alive. Like you have the ashes. This is a real science thing that happens. You have someone's ashes. You compress the ashes into a diamond. This is, you think we were making this up? This is real. There's, okay, you can spell river coming with the Steven Universe type. I know I should have started this stuff earlier, this business a little bit earlier. Okay, what am I looking at? What am I thinking about? I like the food here. I like having a spaghetti that I have drawn. So I guess I will try to do something with a little bit of detail next. Nonetheless, you're gonna wear your whole family as the Infinity Stones. I don't think they come out that big, but we can try. There's Greg saying, I think the old age thing would work as long as you don't make the same people who raised them since birth to farm their fur. Sounds messed up. But like, I think if we just like shifted our cultural perspective, that would be like a really, really meaningful memento. I think we're just creeped out by skin and remains in the cycle of life. And there's Nerdburp asking what you should draw. Oh my goodness. Well, I will say it and I will type it in also. The plate of tacos and beans. That's what I think so. I just had food on the mind. That's just me. But like, we already keep objectively like worse products of a family member. It's like ashes can like spill all over the place and And what are you even gonna do with the ashes? So I think you might as well keep like hair. I think I would let someone keep my skull. If I knew them, then I would put that in my will. So, as Lotus saying, I don't know why, but I just can't follow conversation today. I'm not even sleep deprived, but what hour is it? Are you up late? Nonetheless, no one's considering Grandma alive and making her a diamond, I think. Oh yeah, I mean, ideally not alive. Ideally, person passes is peacefully into sleep. You do the cremation, so normal, diamond, diamond. Thought they literally turn her into a diamond with diamond magic or something. Oh, like it's a diamond the size of a human. No, you're just compressing all of the carbon and organic matter from the bones into a little tiny gemstone, and then it's all compressed and shiny, and you keep it all together. You're asking what kind of unholy plate is that? Well, wait, where are we? Put the beans in the taco, you maniac. Oh, wait. Oh, the Mexican food near me has like you can have the beans in the taco also. That's something that can happen. But they're like all mashed up and refried, sort of like and next to the rice, and so it's sort of like an equivalent pairing with the rice on your plate. Saying make an org where people can send the remains of their dead pets so they can ethically farm their fur, and then return this. How long was that in the chat before I read that? How long was that in the chat before I read that? Return the skinless pet to the people so they can give them a proper bury. This kind of thing is why I come here. Why I come here, and by why I come here, I mean why I start these streams and show up to my room and all that shit. You're saying that's weirdly wholesome? Is it? Which part? The okay, 35 minutes past midnight for you. Ooh, I've been up so late lately. That sounds so early to me. I get more and more info on your location, Lotus. I mean, we did get some locations informations on one of these days here. You're somewhere in Finland, presumably, and I will find you. Yeah, there have also been hints such as Lotus stating I live in Finland, but yeah, I guess also the time zone if there's not really anything else around it. That's that'll do it. Okay, and oh. We're asking for some more. What should you draw? Look, my mind is just full of the Mexican restaurant that I've been to, so that one needs a little accent, but some kind of dynamic piñata is my suggestion over here. Okay, my desire right now. I want to draw some kind of a food. I want to do something in a little bit of color because that seems like I could make a sticker out of it. Maybe I could do that. Ooh, shrimp. Yeah, there we go. I have my mom's food, my dad's food, sopito. There's They're saying I drew the plate of beans and tacos. The brown stuff is beans. Ooh, and the orange is the bean juice. Ooh, detail. Get some bean juice up in here. Let's put the bean of approval nearby you. It's very large, a very large bean of approval. But how very excellent. How very nice. There's Magdala saying, I'm a wizard, I cast gun, prepare to meet God. Well, sorry for me that I don't have a proper sort of keyboard that allows me to type piñata. Oh my god. That's why the other one has nothing, because the other person's taco, they don't like beans, they like ground beef. Oh, dividing things up. Very nice, very excellent. Oh, you put that there now. Oh, the artistic journey, the artisanal journey. Let's go for it. Let's find out what is possible. I think I'm gonna draw a shrimp. I think so. I think I'm gonna color correct the shrimp because it came out kind of gray. And then I'm going to draw that shrimp. because we had some pretty good shrimp, I wanna say. But then, you know what happens every time we go to a restaurant? And my mama, she cannot eat beef or pork. So oftentimes she's having a shrimp. Um, she does not like when they make her take the shell off the shrimp. You're saying you added cheese to the ground beef taco. That's pretty thoughtful. I think we're good. I think we're on a roll. This has been food artistry. That's pretty awesome. Some kind of pinata starts to spawn in, and I'm gonna draw some shrimp for us. Why are you casting testicular torsion over there? You're putting something awful in motion. Testicular torsion. You're so pro at nerd ripping. That's pretty wonderful, dare I say. Alright, do I need any opacity on this, or am I like, let's draw like a circle. Ooh, yes, that's perfect. And it shall be like some kind of a sticker. Maybe I should go like this. And you're asking, or if you should start streaming. I mean, I think it's been a pretty positive experience for me. I guess that means I gotta recommend it. I gotta recommend it. If so, I have to stop watching stream. Oh yeah, you didn't mean in general. You just mean should you go off. I mean, if that's what you want to have time for in the day, I'm still gonna be here for a little bit longer. So I can't really say hi at the same time. I think, can I? I don't know. That's what I think. But yeah, whatever you think is the most fun way to spend your day, that is what you must do. This is you're gonna wait. Cool. Decisions. All right, pretty cool. So you guys had a fight with testicular torsion? With this will pour water into your electronic devices via twitter.com. Wow, that's very dramatic. Mike Della saying, what do I even do though? You're presumably blaming me for no reason. It's extremely offending. Maybe I'm not the target here. Testicular torsion isn't reason enough. Yeah, the torsion. We forgot about it. Oh. I cast mend ass crack. That's so scary. That's so scary. As he says, tell me when you're gonna stop streaming. I'm like, Discord direct message. I gotta do something right now. Goodbye, twin. I keep seeing new slang come around and do everything. I was earlier this year. I was calling people twinsies, but now people are just saying twin, like full stop, nothing else on it, just twin. And I guess that's similar, but it feels so final. You're from the same womb. You're saying you're a wizard. You're trying to cast Snowgrave. Oh my gosh. Wait, leave Noelle out of this. This is also, however, me assuming that every time someone casts Snowgrave, they also bring Noelle into it. But okay, what colors am I bringing into this? And also the layout of my layers got mixed up, as you can see. It's a bit different than usual. Don't know what caused that. And also, I'm not sure what's up with my brushes either. But, I mean, I guess they keep working. Yeah, there we go. How wonderful. Go like this, something like that. Have any of you heard of the laxative kick? That movement was popular when I was in school. Laxative? Oh my god, wait. No, wait, tell me. We're moving on from the laxative kick too quickly. Please let me know. Please do let me know. Okay. Let's go like this. Which of these is enough of a plate shape, I wonder? When we were at the Mexican restaurant, They had a photographer go around with a professional camera. And then he came up to our table and he said, "It's free to take a picture." And so, because it was free, we agreed to take the picture. And then later in the meal, the photographer came back with printouts, and one of them was free. Then the other one was an advertisement. Wait, no, the free one was an advertisement. That was also a coupon for like 15% off next time. I'm trying to find a selection tool. Where am I? Is none of this working? Well, alright. Whoa, heck pie. I'm all zoning out about a photographer. Hello, hello. I suppose I'm a little sleep deprived out here too. Hello, you've caught the last stream of the year. Hello to you. How are you? Oh my goodness. Let's put this opacity a little bit down. We're gonna figure out how's your entire year been? What you gonna do? You stayed up late to finish an animation I'm submitting in 8 hours? Oh my goodness. No New Year's break for you. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Is it poppin' at least? Is it perhaps bussin' the animation? I should love to say, I've returned from having a moment of suddenly feeling so hungry I thought I was gonna die. Oh my goodness, hope you're nourished, hope you're good. You're saying wanna see? I do in fact wanna see. Oh my goodness, I zoned out for so long. Are you still here? Magdala saying taking L's up and down, being the king of taking L's. Oh my gosh. This is she loves saying, I don't know if that's normal or that's added to this pile of signs I'm neurodivergent. I have heard of that happening neurodivergently. So maybe let's do a little cutout like this. La la la. And then that's pretty cool. Are you specifically putting a layer in between my layers, or is that on top of everything? Is it your super fancy one you showed in the discourse? Exciting stuff. Okay, but have I missed any? Have I missed recent Discord's animations or some such? Is stuff over here? What is happening? I wish to see. I mean, are we in like a? Ooh, wait. Okay, shirt physics. Oh wait. I can sort of see. I can sort of feel. You have spent so many hours staring at video footage of people trying on the shirt. Oh my gosh. Is this looping as well? Hello. Right? This does go crazy. Holy moly. Okay. What else we got in a pile of messages? Right? We're going on this. Okay, you're so tired. Were they? So tired. Popped it out right exactly now. Oh my god. Does the character have a name? Even just the combination of what's going on in this little animation begs the question, what sort of setting has a mer person happening? And also the shirt, mer person, especially shirt underwater physics. That's so cool. Ooh, looking closely, can I see how much underwater is happening? Ooh, dang. You're saying you're fluid in exchange faster. You're saying you don't want to name her. There's Sylvie chiming back in to say hi. What did I miss? We're trying to name the mermaid. I think so. We need her colors to name her. Ooh, okay. The vibes. Sunny Bloom's coming and saying, how do you even do something like that? You're flexing so hard on us mortals. It's so true. So true, bestie. Mermaid! For a moment I thought you were naming the mermaid. I kind of like that naming convention. now that I think of it, I'm probably gonna use that for my own stuff. Like now that I've thought of it, just the simple, completely 100% descriptive. That's it. You can barely copyright it, sort of thing. Yeah, okay. Oh, as you're saying, we have heard your music. Shut up. Ah, an affectionate shut up over here. You're saying effort and blood and tears. Oh my gosh. Simply the most, and sea salt. Ooh, the tears and the sea salt, they are eerily similar. Are you putting a face of like the moon? Are you what? Are you screenshotting yourself to put a false version of yourself? Is this a caterpillar? Oh my gosh. So many things happening. Whoa. Whoa. Hello. Whoa, hi. Hi, the brewer. Oh my goodness. Hello to you. I've tried to make foodie friends in person for the first time. I guess that's the first thing that pops into my head when I see how's life been? You have anything tasty lately? Whoa. We have a picture of spaghetti art in this canvas. That's all that's going on here, I think. As you're saying, I started cooking. Not really, but I've tried to like try an interesting restaurant now when I can. Now that I'm getting out of the house, find an interesting restaurant here and there, and all of that stuff. I mean, I did bake this month. Oh my god. But yeah, I baked, and it was supposed to be a gift for somebody, and it's my family's recipe of banana bread, so I've grown up eating this. I know what it's supposed to taste like when it turns out perfect and good. Long story short, I scraped off the burnt part, and then I scraped off the undercooked part. Then I still gave away a hunk of it because I wanted to share a treat, but then I ate mostly the whole thing because that's what you're supposed to do when you mess up a food, I think. So, I mean, I have produced a food. You're talking about a caterpillar. Oh, that's some good stuff. And there's egg pies and bakes for the late night boosted morale. Ah, that's fun times. And what's going on? It's the biggest crossover in Sheriff's Channel history. The real chef was Egg Pie. Check this stuff out. Oh, right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Let's go back onto this animation for a moment. There's the brewer saying, yeah, got lots of good cooking done over Christmas, and I'm prepping stuff for New Year's. Ooh, oh yeah. Cooking often goes along with, like, hosting or something. What are you prepping? And are you in fact like hosting people or like taking stuff over there? In terms of stuff and Christmas, I've gotten some edible looking dice, but that's not exactly the same as a food. Is saying her name is Raspberry. Ooh, that is lovely. And you're saying we do love a nice restaurant. And it's a fun sort of topic of conversation and stuff too. I hope that this week, if it's open on the day I'm trying to go out, if it's open for lunch on a New Year's Eve, I think I'm trying to go to a place that serves a really, really thick sandwich, but like in oh, okay, I guess sometimes I get confused to pronounce focaccia bread. I think I've confused myself because I've heard someone pronounce it in a radically different way that I think was, I don't know, probably wrong. I don't know. Alright, so you're asking, did I add a water tray under your pan? Steams it so it won't burn. Even if it's like in the tin, it just helps with the better heat distribution. I mean, I've had this type of banana bread like in batches that didn't burn before, but in the process of doing something simple where you're just supposed to follow a recipe, I tried to double the recipe, tried to make it twice as big in a very big pan, and then the pan was also a dark color, so I should have turned the heat like lower. I should have done that so I wouldn't have the burnt part and the undercooked part. And I don't know. Well, we're ripening more bananas in the kitchen right now, so that's worth a try. It's might as well try that. We have never tried that for any of this family recipe anywhere, but you know, I'm feeling I feel like I need renewal. Okay, you're going to a house party and making them beef roast and chips. Oh, so hungry up in here. Oh, we're hungry up in here. And then there's asking about the colors. And we're talking about raspberry as a name. Never intended to be colored, but we can name it raspberry. What would you color with? Iridescent colors. Ooh, now that would be a very difficult animation. Wow, check out this pinata. Look, it's sort of hunched over, and then it has what I'm gonna affectionately call big pathetic eyes. Look at this. Great big hearts on this. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I've chosen too light of a color. Alright, other hearts on this. Ba-da-ba-ba. Big pathetic eyes, I love it. Am I using an eraser to draw, or am I in a selection? Love it a lot. The little buggy wants salmon colors. Oh, would that freak me out if I met somebody, a person who was salmon colored? Ooh. And we're thinking about the OCs from Art Fight Times, and the brewer saying probably lower heat, longer cooking time. Yeah. It's like I know that that you have to like live and learn, and that's how you get more of an instinct for stuff. It just kills me that I've seen this recipe done a zillion times before, and I've tried it a couple of times myself, but on this day we didn't have a pan size that I was used to, and on this day I was trying to gift it to somebody, and then that's the day that I have to learn a lesson as well. I mean, I still ate so much of that. It was still very yummy, the parts that I had, but that was stressful. Oh my gosh. There's the brewer with the Happy New Year. See you next time. Glad you could stop by. You're probably gone already, but glad you could stop by, I say to the ghost of you. There's Magdalene saying, color palette of Guinevere from Knights of Guinevere. Ooh, that could be some good stuff. Give me some personality, and I'll come up with a color palette and name. If you don't have a personality, I'll make one up. And then you're saying we had very rare guest appearances. Truly a highlight of the year. Very highlighting. Alright, what other things can we put here? Wow. This photo of the food, it's very appealing to me. And not just because I fried the colors by turning them way up. Check out this picture of the food from a restaurant that I went to with my parents. It's okay, maybe I'm just getting things in full detail, but the little line over here, how it's like a red line on the plate, but then the light makes it go to blue or something. I should totally take more pictures of all of the food and then draw all the food pictures. Maybe this will make me happy. Maybe that's a resolution. Draw 5 pictures of a food in the new year. That would be nice. We're on a mission now. We're on a mission with the fishes, with the shirts and the fishes. There's Heck by saying, this has been enlightening, but I fear I must go and take my daughter Raspberry with me. Thank you all for letting me show off for no reason like this. Good night, fellows. Ooh. Thank you for stopping by. Very cool animations and Happy New Year. Very cool animations and Happy New Year. Ah. and are we being hungry together? Ah. Excuse me. There's, I was saying in case you watched the vlog, maybe a cool red with a sea foam. Green would be unique, and then a cool tan skin. Ooh. There's fun ideas happening up in here. Okay. What sort of deep, rich red brown sort of line goes on that plate? And then I think it also really matters. What else you put on there? And Hank Pie talking about the interesting with the color palettes. Happy New Year indeed. Have a good one, alright? Oh, I really wonder where I'm gonna be at midnight on the New Year's. Oh my gosh. Oh my Lord of mercy. Cause I really wanna do something and be somewhere, I think. Maybe not necessarily out, but I just ugh, I think I'm yearning. I don't know what to do when I'm yearning. Ugh, it's highly inconvenient. Craving People's Company saying, "What a liar! Still watching us creepily. Hey, watching us nicely. Egg Piley." Okay, so that's basically what is happening. A little bit of this. A little bit of this. I'm trying to make a very smooth motion. Maybe it makes me happier and more reassured if dude, what are you doing? Are you creating Big Weld from Robots the movie? Dude. Okay, go like this. Are we, dude, are you enlisting me in drawing like inflation or something? Just because I made a round shape. And so you got a lemon? That's what happened? Okay. A nerd burp with the news of a lemon. Alright, so let's go like this. Alright, that's kinda like a plate, I wanna say. No, if that Homer meme all over again. Oh yeah. Domo, is that what's going on? What? What are you doing? What are you doing in there? And there's Lotus saying, "Good news, everyone. I just started my evil arc." Well, it's funny of you to call that good news. There's Magdala saying, "I'm noticing a lateness in stream time. So is this a deliberate attempt to exclude me and Lotus specifically and not just random life happenings? It must be the second option for sure." Wait. But okay, wait, you said not just random life happenings. It is just random life happenings. I mean, I should become more disciplined, but I feel the willpower go out of me a little bit, but I don't know. I don't want to dodge you. Here's the moon. Here's the moon. Here's the moon from Ina. Okay. Talking about being a super villain, huh? It's for real, not late on purpose, but maybe if I try to start like a check-in, start some kind of check-in to make sure I'm getting ready for the stream on a more reasonable time. That could be really something, because I haven't been doing like super productive stuff in the time right before I'm late to do a stream. I mean, I had like a little bit of food, so that's kind of good, but could be better, you know. I should love saying, in case the boy is still here, the name Kieri would fit pronounced Kieri. Okay, I think I maybe heard it first. She's saying, talking about presentation, took a page from Jaru's mama just made and then up. Hey, you remember the story indeed. Alright, you said you're talking about a number of kills. What are we talking about? A number of kills. And the number of kills, don't forget the number of kills, McDonald. Oh my gosh. Alright, and there goes Nerd Burp off to stream. Thanks for stopping by. See you around another time, Nerd Burp. Okay, looking at a plate. Right after a beer, and that would bump, it looked like a deer. Nerd Burp is calling you? Dude, you're putting faces on my thing. Oh, I thought you were trying to say that this one is a very sad fellow, very sad individual. Okay, how much erasing do I want to do? Because I thought that having a black outline for all of this was going to be great. Thought that was going to be fantastic. Okay, 100% opacity. Wait. Okay, no, I want the eraser. That's a different sort of a thing. Please? I'm on the right layer, right? There we go. Very interesting things. Ooh, things popping up in the Discord, huh? Seeing the notifications on the phone and everything. Ooh, a full rotation up in here. Wow, that's so cool. Wow, that's so cool. Fun times indeed. What else was I looking at? Oh. I'm wondering about emotional regulation. And I think that if I am yearning, perhaps the solution is to stop, is to not do that anymore. If ever I feel myself yearning, then maybe I should cut that out and try not to act out of yearning. I don't know. Sometimes it's very satisfying when it goes right. But when it goes wrong, maybe I cannot risk it. Being called by a higher being, what is going on? Lotus is saying, heating the damn house would apparently kill my family, so they don't do that. Oh, would we be like wearing a winter coat in the room, sort of twinsies? Really? They don't like any of the heating? Maybe you could put like more insulation in your room if you get a chance to do so. Sort of like pad the walls so you can like have your own heat. Just sort of hog all the heat, and then they're all on their own. They're all on their own. By this information I can deduce that Lotus might possibly be living somewhere cold. Not sure though. If you would like to create a running joke, press 5. If you would like to start up a running joke. Ooh. Different interpretations of the egg pie. Mermaid is saying it's only -5 degrees Celsius outside, mostly because it's super windy. Oh, not that different from here. I live in this other part. Ooh. There's I should love saying, what do y'all think of the challenge mentioned on the magma site? Ooh, I've been closing out of anything that looks like an advertisement super fast. I've been doing that super fast. Firefox, can you just... Oh my god. So I haven't really seen too much about the contest, because I think that, oh, they're like partnering with the tablet and such and such. But you need the details. You need the details on it. Hey, that's gonna make somebody very happy indeed. He said, I wasn't here if there was a discussion. No discussion whatsoever. I just keep thinking that things are pop-ups and advertisements, and then I react with hostility. But it seems alright. It seems a chill. And you two are discovering that you might have -5 degrees indoors. This is it's concerning. Yeah, are you alive? Okay, so not indoors at least. It's a little warmer indoors than outdoors. What are we talking, like like a third or half of human body temperature? How cold is it indoors? As I love saying, it requires collaboration. It seems kind of perfect for our club. Oh, alright. Well, I guess I'll look at the blog post then. I'll go back where we were. If it were -5, I'd probably not be talking. And you're saying I wanted to press 5 for some reason. Oh, to start a running joke. How appropriate. You're saying indoors is like 15 or something. 10 or 15 indoors. Okay. You're saying relatively hot. Well, I love not converting things in my head to the American freedom units. Still, alright, so what's happening here in art competition? Oh, plus $600. Well, isn't that wonderful? What does this mean? What does this mean that they're having a contest in the magma? Create amazing art jams to be enjoyed by the community. There's no fee. Oh, the theme is new beginnings, and it's collaborative, and you need a team of 2 to 3 people. Ooh, sure. Could be fun. Could be neat. Could be cool. There's just gonna be in like promotional materials and things. Wow. We want it to look like multiple artists were involved. How visually clear is it? How organized was it? Ooh. Huh. Now there's something to think about. Theme interpretation and how creative is the artwork. Well, interesting and fun things. Oh, see, okay, that's a fun one. Past winners. This one feels like spot the difference or searching for something in a book sort of thing. That's really fun. Okay, and this one sort of arranged like this. Yo. Alright. Did anyone else have like storybooks like this when you were growing up? Like books of looking at everything. Oh my gosh. Alright, I've missed a bunch of things into the chat right now. Sorry for being American. You're saying 0 is physically impossible for you to be alive, though. That's the freezing point of water. Why would you not be an ice block? Oh dear. 0 degrees water becomes ice. 100 degrees water becomes vapor. Isn't that easier than whatever Fahrenheit represents? I don't know. I just know that they tell me that the temperature indoors right now is like 74 degrees, and then when I feel cool and then perfect, that's the temperature that's happening. I only know what's around me really, but hey, that could be a fun resolution. Learn some Celsius conversions in my head. Okay, what else are we looking at? 4th degree burns, you say? 4th degree burns, you say? Okay, so I'm still on the food. Some things are white. Some things can be white. This thing is white. What else have we got? Do I still have a selection or something? No, okay, there we go. Put that in the gray. and find the proper place of it, like this, and then like this. We're putting something in here. That was so fast it could possibly be a logo. That was so breathtakingly fast. Snake in a hot dog bun. Come on. I have other things in my diet. I have other things in my diet. Alright. You shared your color palette, what you were imagining for Heggy Fresh. Sure, let us see. Let us witness. Color palette? What shall happen? It's in the general, or maybe. Did the quote bot break? There's encouragement for vaccine, and the need not to be in the sauna too long. Lotus saying, I mean the moisturization will be felt in your breathing. It's not dangerous unless you stay for an hour after you first feel it in your lungs. Oh, interesting. Oh, you shared it in the magma. I can't read. I cannot read. Where are we? Ooh, here we are. Okay, we're seeing it. We're witnessing it. I've been so inundated with like holiday stuff naturally that feels a little festive to me. Now that's fun. It's fun stuff. Oh, wait, you were in a dry sauna? Way worse than moist ones? Well, what happens in a dry sauna? Oh my god. Okay. Let's have the right proportions of this thing, I think. Hopefully I will get my emotions under control. Kind of tricky. Okay, here we want more like this. And then that's a shape. Susie Williams saying, in what season you are? Am I the only one in summer right now? Hey. Well, if King Hijinks stopped by the stream, then that would be somebody also in the summer. That would be summer happening. So it could be two people. There's Magdala saying that you've seen a dry sauna in a singular hotel on vacation. It sucks. There's Aisha Love saying, I thought the color of the green would negate all festive feelings. Ooh, yeah, I mean like a little bit more mintiness. Oh my goodness. What have I've really not done the underside of my table correctly. Horrible things happening. You're saying the dry sauna looks like torture. Is it just like a very hot room? Is it just like the hottest room that someone can think of and they put people in it? In the desert, where I live in the desert, this is just a thing that happens. Alright, let's get like this. Very good. You like your saunas wet and steamy, and you've just walked into a classic Magdala once again. Okay, you're saying soups. Okay. You're saying still cold though. Summer in Antarctica sucks. So I see the private jet that is said to be constantly flying around YouTube users has finally taken a pit stop, a rest, a break in Antarctica. Well, how excellent that you get some time off. Okay, this line is going out like this. Okay, actually I think this is maybe more abrupt. Gosh. This is a funny shaped dish, especially to be drawing at a hilarious angle. But let's keep the funny point like that. And then we can have some pure avocado guacamole green, like this. Merry and bright, as all things green are, I guess. Oh dear. Okay, merry, bright, chunky. What if we had no flow? Okay, we want some flow apparently. Have I finally worn out my stylus maybe? I don't quite know. Chunk. What if we had no stabilizer? What if we had, I don't know, more things going on? I'm trying to make a very chunky shape. A very chunky shape. There's a man saying, Jaro, chat, you can only choose one. Am I hot or am I cool? Well, I mean, you just said you're in the Antarctica. That would make you cool. But I want to give out awesome compliments. You're hot, so you're hot. You're being hot. How about it? Yeah, I considered it, and then I chose hot. How about it? Loda's talking about 120 Celsius, but it's safe because the water in the air prevents burns. Did you get like a little bit cooked? Is that something that happens to you, and you just accept it as normal? You are being cooked? You're being like that? Am I talking to a bunch of people who are raw, and by raw I mean uncooked, and then one mischievous individual who is totally and completely USDA certified, safe to consume? Oh wow, you never know who you're gonna meet in this world. This is a very light green, but maybe it should be more like this. It does drive me nuts that the bona fide way to get better at picking colors is to eyeball it. All of that is a very light green. Maybe I want to layer it. Maybe I want like an under layer of just yellow. Underlayer of yellow. How about that? And then we can be opaque. Why are you talking about you are a room? Wait, is that what you were saying to somebody asking, to a YouTube user asking, am I hot? You calling somebody room temperature? Oh my god. Not hot, not cool. But people love to be a little noteworthy, a little out of the ordinary, and isn't this calling somebody absolutely blind? Absolutely nothing. Oh dear. Okay, do I still have the brush that I want to have? I think so. How about that? The chalkiness looks so promising, but I don't know how that could work. Too chalky, I guess. I just really want it to look like guacamole. Freshly mashed guacamole. You said you're caught? After you told us to choose one? Oh dear. Okay. This begins to look guacamole-ish. Yeah. I still need some brighter and darker greens in there. Hell, where did the darker ones come from? That's a very rich color. I think I've looked up to robotic and emotionless characters for a while because it seems really awesome to be able to make sense of your emotions like that and just sort of stop the ones that you don't want to have. Alright, we need some pea soup green, which is kind of gray. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm missing. Kind of gray, very yellow, pea soupy. What are we missing over in the chat? Nothing mildly warm, Williams. I feel like being thoroughly cooked would affect my insides and stuff, and that'd suck. Hey, if you haven't tried it yet, maybe it feels good and amazing. Okay, there's Livy Williams saying, in all seriousness though, I'm very hot, very cool. If you mix those things, you usually get steam, so you can say, I'm steam meat. Okay, what's good? Hopping onto the plate like a snack, thoroughly steamed. How about that? Ooh, that's some good stuff. You're saying, never thought about how you prefer your meat. Medium rare, well done. Ugh. Okay, but you eat chicken, and so that's going to affect the outcome of how you would like the meats. Is this the right color for a guacamole? It's really not. It gets even more yellow. Wow, this is nuts. How much more yellow can I make it without it? I don't know, until it doesn't make sense. This mix of colors is nuts to me. Maybe illustrating food and such like that would finally rid me of my color picking and illustration woes. Because I have woes, you know. I have them. And I'm not rid of them yet. Okay, did I finally find the color? Very light. Yeah! Huh. That's more solidly into the yellow than I would think. Okay. Picking out the chunks in guacamole. It's avocado, and here we go. Yay! Okay. All of that, and it just looks very, very chunky. Now you're asking, how do I like the meats? Well, if it's not chicken, then I'm good with the rare for fish and things that's supposed to be rare. Well, if it's supposed to be rare, then I prefer it like that. I've been spacing out all over the place, sorry. But I guess like a medium rare in the meats, if there is I don't know if that's a good way to have it, then we're snacking, we're eating, we're munching. Alright, so this looks like a continent. That doesn't look like guacamole. Maybe if we put some chunks on it, that'll be good and better. You're asking why this pent-out work pressure sensitivity does not. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. And you're saying that deer is really good when it's prepared well. Ooh. I don't think I've ever had deer, much less prepared well deer. Although I do have rural relatives. So I could probably ask them. You prefer meat at least 20 centimeters. You like your meat well beaten, and congratulations. Oh, you know, softened and well cooked. No, I have the mental image of congratulations in my head. Okay, and what makes a tomato shiny? First, we're gonna go for some orange colors for this tomato, and then we're going to craft one shiny tomato. This, and then the other one like this, 2 chunks of tomato. That's some good stuff. Yikes. Youch. I can feel myself being about to start being too thoughtful and feel emotions in a bad way. Where's that even coming from? I hope that's a normal, I don't know, hormonal amount. Aisha love telling us the good night, y'all. It's 5 a.m. here. I'm very sorry that you're, I don't know, up at some strange hour, but really glad you got to stop by. It was lovely chatting with you. See you next year. Hey, but I am streaming later this week, but next year, hey. There's a goodbye part 2 for the nerd burp in your prep for New Year's partying. Nice. You say 5 a.m. is crazy. I don't know. Sometimes that's just the time that it is, you know? Sometimes that's just the time that you're saying it's when the clubs close. Ooh, okay. Party animal. How about that? Yes. Okay, what other things am I looking at, checking out, trying to accomplish in here? Slightly darker colors in the tomato, but then a lot darker colors in the tomato, just sort of gradation in the tomato. And a little shiny part. That's too large. I really do wonder what these streams will look like. What you talking about? Pile up. I'm wondering what these streams will look like going into the new year. I mean, I guess I do see my own capacity just to be on a roll or whatever. Just to sort of have inertia and just sort of continue on based on inertia. But, I don't know. I guess change is on the mind. Ooh, yeah, that looks more tomatoey. That looks more tomatoey. Okay, what else do I want here? Slightly larger brush, slightly more opaque brush. Put some yellowish parts. What were you saying? This is a pile of. Magdala saying my horny and basic and not funny at all message about meats was ignored. I'm so offended and very sad by this. I'm leaving a 1-star review for you. Oh dear. I'm all up in my own head once again, as it were. I'm all up in my own head. Very sorry. Pile of salt? Honestly, I've just put another plate there because it's supposed to be a dish full of Alfredo shrimp. Alfredo shrimps. Okay, sure, you heard at least one chatter a senior stream while clubbing. The people going out there. You prefer your meat thick between 2 huge buns and with some special sauce on top of the other, waiting in line for their turn. Okay, I was very focused on the beauty of the guacamole. However, I can start filling in some shrimps before it's time to go. Damn. Okay. Man, what actually is gonna make this look guacamole-ish? Pencil makes it look like guacamole? Please? Anything? And then I just sort of draw the stuff on it and put some dark bits. Oh, that's true. I had not paid any attention to the dark shadows on this dish, and that is very important. Okay, try to match those shapes and stuff. Where's the next darkest thing? Right next to the tomato. How concerning. What does that mean? Okay, and then these other parts of a guacamole that we're trying to do, and then Lotus is trying to go good night. Ah! Good night to you, Lotus. Have a good sleep. I hope we haven't kept you up too late, but it's very good to see you. Very good to see ya. You're saying Lone D's is not lesbian. High quality things happening in the chat, honestly. Saying people are gonna think you're crazy. How about I long these nuts to you, Williams? What does that mean? What does that mean? Wow. This looks less guacamole-ish than I want it to. How do I do it? I don't know. There's maximum 10 minutes left in this stream, so whatever I'm doing, I must figure it out quickly. Let's put some shinier parts up here. I keep making mouth noises even though we have perfectly good music. Does it look like guacamole or does it look like a continent? Ooh, shiny parts. Shiny parts. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. She's talking about people are gonna think you're crazy. You've been thumbs up by Williams. Oh dear. Oh, very exciting indeed. What does that mean? Let's put some of the shine on here. And that's gonna make sense. Shine, shine, shine everywhere. Okay. Like that. And is it too white? Should it be like a little bit blue since there's like blue light and that would look more like something? I do like figuring out some colors live with everyone. Face my ignorance in the face. Face in the face. Okay, that starts to look like totally rancid, but still more guacamole-ish. You dripping? What you put the drips? You put the drips on this? Oh my gosh. Okay, you're talking about, so it's just us three in here now, right? I was gonna make a reference about Steven Universe and Shattered, but River might watch these, so I decided not to. Oh, like as in spoiler type of things. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, the next thing I'm adding to this shrimp dish is like pale yellow Alfredo stuff going on. So if this could just all look perfectly appropriate and fine and good, that would be amazing. So you're gonna power down now. Good night. Thanks for stopping by in the very last stream of the year. It's great having you. Well, it's Greg having you. Hey. And you're talking about telling a secret. There's a Sylvie in the drawing too. I haven't really stopped by here. Oh oh my gosh, I really do want to know more about this original character. My goodness. Put in some hearts on the arts in here. Got some large brush going on. What's happening? Is this like some Seder? Is this like what's even happening? Some jingle bells attached to yourself? Ooh, high quality, right? You didn't, you weren't seeing this earlier. Macdella freaking out in the chat, and it's justified. It's justified. Oh my goodness, jingle bells, and looking really good. You're saying you can't believe people need sleep. Absolutely bonkers. Who is around here that even needs a sleep? What does that even mean? Can't believe the sun sets so early around here. It kind of feels like like my emotions are maybe just a bodily thing that happens, like being hungry or something. That feels like concerning. Oh, cool. Burp saying no one's watching. I have one viewer, which is me. I mean, it's important to check the levels and things. And you're saying you can't hear anything. Oh, I mean, I did go quiet for a minute. Because I'm just, wow. Alright, I like looking away from that and then coming back. Looks better than I remember. Guacamole on the plate, we got it. Is that gonna be something that I like doing? Bunch of art with foods and stuff. Have any of you guys ever told somebody that they made you cry, but like way after it happened? I've gone and done that just to date. And I think that maybe that's part of good communication, at least to tell somebody how they make you feel. But also I've never tried that before, so I don't really know. You're saying what's happening? I'm outside in a motorcycle. Can you hear motorcycles outside? Outside my door, outside my window. Yeah, the neighbor has a motorcycle, honestly. Has a sort of a working on it sort of project type of thing. We're gonna turn this size down. Minimum size 51. What in the world? What in the world is happening there? That's a strange thing to happen to my shrimp. Strange thing to happen to my shrimp. You're asking if they're kidnapping, Jaro. I know that's the username I chose, but I'm still having a fun, silly time for no particular reason. Alright, go like this, go like this. Is that the shape of a shrimp? Very 3D, very nice. Sure, lovely. Pictures that can make people hungry. This might be a type of art that I will like doing and stuff. Like, straight up painting pictures of good meals. Because then it'll be a reminder of the good times and stuff, you know? Wish not to offend, but remember, slime eating meat is currently in his body. Oh my gosh. So you're talking about I never cry. And Magdala saying, yeah, for sure. I remember my mother calling me emotionless and cruel. Cried for hours and told her weeks later. Maybe not to the time difference you were expecting, but similar enough. And yeah, I mean, weeks later is about it. I told somebody about like the cumulative crying over 4 months that I did. And so I guess that's either a distance of a couple of months or a day. It's kind of both of those. Magdala saying it's 3 a.m. Still need to do a workout session, take a jog outside, bath and sleep. My night is busy, guys. Oh! And Sylvie saying, I think I should be just about going now. It's pretty late for me. It was nice hanging out a bit. Indeed. I've got the 90 seconds left in this stream, so it's a good time to wind down. Thank you guys for stopping by, for drawing. Sylvie, oh my goodness, the detail on this original character. I'm thinking original character. That's my first thought, original character, but is that what's happening here? Oh my goodness. Well, probably already gone. Thank you for being around. Thanks for stopping by. Fun times. Okay. Maybe from context is like a guacamole. Less than a minute left. I'll pack this stuff up. I never now I'm like not sure how much to say stuff that's on my mind. like when I don't have a solution for it. There's a tradition of giving somebody a kiss at midnight right as the new year changes. I asked somebody to go and do that with me, but also I think they said no. You're saying bye. We didn't end it. Hey, I mean I said 90 seconds. Wait, oh dang, that's the timing. I will space out over anything. Okay, 90 and some change. Alright.